perfection.
That's what we call a mute button game in front of a hostile crowd. They never let the fans get into it, had them on their hands the whole time.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Cleveland, the two stars, LeBron and Love. At the 3 and the 4, J.R. Smith out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Mozgov in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Well, with the way that Kevin Durant has improved over the last few seasons, you have to wonder if he has even yet peaked as a player. Scary to think, but there's still some room for growth. I think he can get stronger and develop a better low post game.
Now here is Smith off with the layup. Westbrook against Smith. Unloads from 9, and it's Westbrook missing. And with Durant, you really forget how young he is. He came into the league at such a young age. Clark and was a star so quickly. It seems like he's the old vet, but he might be a year or two away from his prime.
Yeah, I think he's still a couple of years away from his prime when all of the physical, emotional, and mental come together at that peak point of performance. His best seasons are still in front of him, and he's had some pretty good ones behind him to this point.
Now Irving following Durant's three-point attempt. LeBron kicks to Smith. Westbrook against LeBron. He goes in for the dunk.
I love when he takes the ball inside. That's when he seems to really get on a roll.
Here's Roberson. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kev, I caught up with Coach David Blatt. They're looking to break the tie on this season series, and I asked him what he thought might be a key factor. He said it always seems to come down to getting a stop. We have to get our hands up to contest shots, or as we often do, even send them back. That's how we'll win this game. Sounds like a plan, Kevin.
Okay, thank you, Doris. And the defensive approach, guys, how do you think that'll play out here?
I don't know, Kevin. I'm not sure they should be more focused on their opponent than they are on themselves.
That is sort of the way it sounds, Steve, but still, I don't think a defense-first mindset is ever a bad thing.
And here is LeBron, following the 3 from Kevin Durant. The drive by LeBron, and it's blocked by Adams. Left side, Westbrook. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
The real alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
Yeah, and it all had to be perfect and in precision. That's not nearly as easy as they made it look.
Irving with the steal. Now Cleveland moving it up. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Great D. He picked it off and took it all the way for the solo finish.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Cleveland.
They've set the first half tone by really getting out in transition.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
The Thunder, and especially Kevin Durant, seem to be on the clock for when are they going to win a title. But they still haven't closed the deal yet.
And, Kevin, there's no guarantee that you'll win a title. Even if you are a really good team with star players, it just doesn't always automatically happen. I mean, that's not a given, even though they're chipping away at it and they've made some great progress over the last 4 or 5 years. Those things are hard to get.
Mozgov with the bucket.
Boy, what a great job making good on the second opportunity. He stayed with that play from start to finish.
Westbrook dishes to Durant. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
And to your point about the Thunder, I'm not sure if they're missing anything roster-wise. Up and down, there are very few holes for this team.
Irving kicks to Mozgov. LeBron passes to Smith. Back to LeBron. Irving attacking. Goes back up. And it's Love missing. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by James. Roberson dishes to Durant. He cranes it from beyond the arc. Durant's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Thunder.
And, you know, going back to what you said about the Thunder, they have the stars and the depth, but maybe adding a few more veterans here and there could help them stay tougher in close games. I think that's the one area they're looking to improve in, more veteran leadership and toughness.
And so here is Oklahoma City following the score by Cleveland. The shot's good from Westbrook.
Boy, he's so hard to stop, guys, because he poses a ton of matchup problems for the defense.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Then for the Cavaliers, Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Shumpert comes in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for J.R. Smith. Now, here is Irving, averaging 22 points a game. Shumpert gets a wide-open look. Buries the long-range jumper. Shumpert's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Thunder have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Here's Augustine. Again, the Thunder score. 1:12 left to play in the first quarter. Thompson, a screen on Augustine. Irving kicks to Thompson. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Pass to Waiters. From deep, Morrow. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Another lead change. How many of these are we going to have?
I don't know, Steve, but the momentum of this game has certainly swung like a pendulum.
Here's Dellavedova. Here's Thompson. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Really good performance so far on the boards for this club.
Boy, I like the way they've done a great job carving out space under the basket when the shots have gone up.
Augustine passes to Cantor. Passes it to Morrow. And there's the feed to Waiters. He dishes it to Morrow from outside the arc. Here's Cantor. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And I thought the key was their ability to stretch the defense. They got hot from behind that three-point line, and that really gave them the margin they needed.
Yeah, that's right. It opened up things for them in a huge way. The defense was never able to get comfortable.
Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like it.
Augustine from outside and released it in time, but it's off the mark. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Cavaliers ahead, leading by just 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
They've done a nice job on the offensive boards here, guys, and I think that was the difference in that first quarter. Really pounding the offensive glass.
Well, they set the tone early with their mindset, their tenacity, and their hustle. I mean, that's the way they've come out, and it's served them well.
Baca is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Durant, then it's Jeremy Lamb, and it's Westbrook in at the 2. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Now here's James. Shot clock at 6. Here's Shumpert. Can't hit from in close.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough. Thunder head coach Scott Brooks really consistent with his message. It's all about defensive commitment and trusting your teammates at that end of the floor.
Now here's James. Amon Shumpert unable to get his last shot to go. Over Lamb. Nice shot by James. LeBron's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Cavs. Thunder trailing by 4. Outside Durant. There's the 3. Again, Durant missing. You talk about Scott Brooks' defensive focus. He played 11 years in the NBA as a 5'11" point guard, Steve. You'd better believe he had some toughness.
Oh, he was nasty. He would pick you up full court. You know, there's a great stat about him when he played. He had 5 consecutive seasons where he had more steals than turnovers. So, shows you about Scott Brooks.
And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kevin, there's no doubting that center Steven Adams came to the league ready to rumble. As Kendrick Perkins put it, he acts like he grew up on the farm chasing hogs. But Adams said it had more to do with growing up playing rugby. He said it was, quote, a combination of that and trying to survive against my brothers and sisters. Keep in mind, he's the youngest of 18 siblings, Kevin.
He doesn't mind taking some licks, Doris. He just keeps coming. Thank you. It's Westbrook with the drive. Unloads from 13. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Dellavedova. Against Washington, he was really on his game. Pass to James. Out to Shumpert. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And it's an 8-point Cavalier lead. Thunder have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Lamb dishes to Durant. Feeds to Lamb. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Westbrook kicks to Durant. Bangs home the trifecta. Durant's got 13. Russell Westbrook still among the league leaders in shots at the rim, but Steve, he's expanding his offensive arsenal.
Well, he's improved as a three-point shooter. He's got a great pull-up jumper from mid-range already, especially from that foul line area. So Westbrook really is a threat from all over the court.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. And it's Andre Robertson in for Lamb. A switch here also for Cleveland. Smith has checked in. Now here is Smith, averaging 12 points a game. Puts up the baby hook. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 6 points for him.
And Westbrook starting to go to work in the post a little bit. At almost 6'4", with his strength and explosiveness, he's really too much for just about any point guard to handle down low.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He said their plan was run their offense through LeBron. Coach detailed the ways to ensure he's the one in charge out there, with the ball in his hands and the rest of the players falling in line behind him. He wants them to also play at a very up-tempo pace, push the ball up the court as quickly as possible. That was his message. Well, Coach not wasting any time in tweaking the game plan. We'll see if it makes a difference as we approach halftime, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Cleveland leading by 5.
Westbrook likes that left block. Dribbling with his right, he can back you down, fade away with an accurate turnaround jumper from that left baseline.
And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul. For the Thunder, Nick Collison's checked in for Ibaka. Dion Waiters comes in for Kevin Durant. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Love checked in for Cleveland. Irving comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. So it's the Thunder now, following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they've chased down that pumpkin often.
And then Waiters with the jam.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Now here's LeBron. 8 points for him. Rejected by Collison. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and then Waiters with the jam.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning too.
But I'll tell you, the pass was even better. I mean, he put it on an absolute platter for him.
Here's LeBron. Dion Waiters making his last shot. LeBron kicks to Love. Left side, Love. The drive by James. That's in there. Love with the assist. That's 10 points for LeBron.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Waiters against Smith, and Waiters kicks to Roberson. Waiters up top. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
He put a lot of pressure on his opponent defensively, too. He had 3 steals in that game.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. In the corner, it's James. Love inside, working on Collison. Irving passes to Smith, dishes to LeBron. Second chance shot. Augustine grabs the board.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time. Easy call there.
No question about that one. You can hear the impact from where I am.
The Thunder have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And as a team, they're shooting about 75% on the year.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. And the first half ends in a close one.